This is my 200th episode. But why, oh, why am I singing about it? Why? I really don't know. I just wanted to do something different to start this episode. This is number 200, Sports Plus Life. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Let's go.
On the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life.
ringside or front court or field pass. We ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up. I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or gossip though.
Sports Plus Life.
Yeah.
Sports Plus Life.
Ah.
Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? Milestone episode. You already know what's going down. So guess what? Ha. Turn it off, turn it all the way off. Now cut. Okay. Yes. Milestone episode number 200 for Sports Plus Life. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show, Sports Plus Life, that there's sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of that, because literally I was just freestyling stuff off of the top of my head. I just figured, why not sing it? My voice is starting to come back, still a little congested, but you know what? We getting it. And plus, I needed to come back because it is about to be the holiday season, reason for the season. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday, a marvelous Monday. It is a little cloudy out here. That fall crisp weather is here in Richmond, VA. But today is Monday, October the 3rd, 2000 of the 22. Before I get started with anything, I have to send a special birthday shout out to my sister Kia. Her birthday was yesterday on October the 2nd, and I know she wanted me to get up and come to Latitude. My bad. You know, Sunday, the rain and the rain and the all of that stuff. And my bad. I'm sorry. We gonna link up. We gotta link up real soon. But I did talk to her yesterday. I went to her house actually, and she wasn't there. She was like, "You should know I'm not gonna be, who stays at home on their birthday?" I'm like, "Homie, it's just noon. It was just 12 o'clock. It was noon. Like, she won't play no games." But definitely, happy birthday, sis. Love you. Hope you had an awesome, fantastic day. I really do. So, we are in, fall has kicked in, kicked into gear. And again, I want to send also shout outs to my Black and Gold family. You know, y'all already know how I am with that, and my family in general. I just want to say I love you, and I love everybody. There is an inner glow going on inside of me right now, in case you guys haven't noticed. Yes, it is. So I want everybody to have a safe, a wonderful, and a blessed week. Before we start talking about these sports, hey, I'm in such a good mood. My Denver Broncos lost yesterday. Ain't even pissed me off, because I got an inner glow going right now, okay? But I hope you guys are ready to enter the realm of sports. Are you ready? We ready. They ready. We all ready. Well, let's get to it. Well, week 4 of the NFL was another gift that kept on giving, unless you were me when it came to my Denver Broncos. But it is what it is. We will get there in a bit. Now, it was not quite as many upsets as it was in week 3, but nonetheless, this is the wonderful thing about football, about the NFL and sports in general. It's the best reality show in the freaking world. Just when you think you have stuff figured out, we come to realize that we don't know shit.
You niggas are crazy.
There are some teams out there who I had high expectations for, and who thus far in the first quarter of the season has kind of disappointed me, and there's some teams who I had low expectations for who have kind of surprised me. That's just the life and times of the NFL in 2022, I guess. I guess that's the way that we moving. So let's do an overview. Let's start off with Thursday's game. The Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Miami Dolphins 27-15. And please apologize for me being loud and wrong all last week, thinking that this game between the Bengals and the Dolphins was going to be a neutral site in another country. That was the Vikings-Saints game. But be that as it may, the Bengals did defeat the Dolphins 27-15, but definitely not without controversy and emergency. Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback who was having an awesome year, was leading the NFL in completion percentage and yards, got his second concussion, and you can say what you want to say, but what happened against Buffalo was no damn back issue. That was a damn concussion. And in Thursday night's game, he got spun around and slammed to the turf. Not an illegal tackle, just his head got slammed to the turf, and it was a frightening scene. Literally, his hands started to seize up and lock up. I was scared. Literally, I was scared watching what happened on the field with Tua. And to make it worse, his parents were there. And this could have all been avoided had the Miami Dolphins organization not failed Tua and failed the NFL and failed concussion protocol as a whole. I'm being dead ass serious. He should not have been out there 4 days after the world saw it. You can't sit there and tell the world to unsee. This man hit his head against the turf against Buffalo, get up and stumble like he had just taken a left hook from Mike Tyson, and then say, oh, his back was hurt. Then why the hell didn't he grab his back when he hurt supposedly his back? But nonetheless, he had to be taken off on a stretcher. He was discharged from the University of Cincinnati Hospital that night. Thank you, Lord, because like I said, it was a scary scene. And of course, their backup quarterback is Teddy Bridgewater, who, remember, was the Broncos quarterback last year. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Tua should play for the rest of the season. Honestly, I think his season should be over with. He's had 2 concussions in 5 days. You don't play with that, especially if the NFL gives a damn about player safety because of the hundreds and millions of dollars that they've had to dish out to players who have been concussed and everything that we know now about CTE. If the NFL gives a damn about Tua Tagovailoa, they would demand that the Miami Dolphins sit him for the rest of the season. It's unfortunate for Tua because he was having such a great season, but unfortunately, bro, there is life after football, okay? Let's look at it. Let's play the long game now. You're 24 years old. You have a long time ahead of you if you play your cards right now. If you go out there and want to be balls to the wall, I know you're trying to get money to secure yourself and your family for generations to come. But bro, okay, that if you look at the tape, and I'm pretty sure he's watched it, nobody wants to see him end up like that. So my thoughts and prayers are with Tua, and I hope that he does not play again until 2023. Now, as far as the Miami Dolphins go as a football team, I think they will be fine with Teddy Bridgewater because of the style of offense that they run. But be that as it may, again, the Cincinnati Bengals even up their record at 2-2, defeating Miami 27-15. Oh, and by the way, the independent doctor who cleared Tua to play on Thursday has since been fired by the Miami Dolphins. I wonder what other kind of penalties are going to come because the Miami Dolphins lied to everybody's face about Tua's condition. They spit in our face and said that it was fucking raining. Anyway, on the Sunday's game, in London, England, the Minnesota Vikings defeated the New Orleans Saints 28-25. Jameis Winston did not play. Andy Dalton played for the Saints. Actually looked better in the offense. But the Minnesota Vikings took that W. Justin Jefferson was absolutely spectacular. 10 catches for over $140 yards in that game. So the Vikings now go to 3-1. I call the Saints to win the AFC South and the NFC South, Not looking too good. They fall to 1-3. Next up, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons improved their record to 2-2 by defeating the Cleveland Browns 23-20. Now, this is a game where Cleveland should have won hands down. But this is one thing that teams are doing now that gets on my damn nerves. If you have a drive, understand, Cleveland's opening drive, they had 4th and 3, I want to say at Atlanta's 4. They went for it. That totally kills your momentum when you don't convert. I don't care if it's a chip shot field goal. Just take the points. Take the points. Okay, but shout outs to the Atlanta Falcons. They are actually technically tied for first place right now in the NFC South. Marcus Mariota is playing very well, and it's being overlooked because nobody expected anything from the Atlanta Falcons. The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Washington Commanders 25-10. Cooper Rush continues to play solid and efficient football, and Dallas's defense is real. I mean, look, I got to give credit where credit is due. And, of course, Jerry Jones is going to get what he wants more, and that's more attention because he didn't put it out there that he would welcome a quarterback controversy. Well, Dallas has won 3 straight. Like I said, I have to give credit where credit is due. They're playing some really good football now. But now that level of competition will start to amp up. So, we'll see. But all in all, as far as the Cowboys, fuck them niggas.
Biatch.
Moving right along, in the shootout of the day, the Seattle Seahawks defeated the Detroit Lions 48-45. Last week I said the Detroit Lions need to learn how to win. Well, they also need to learn how to play some goddamn defense. They got Geno Smith looking like an all-world quarterback yesterday, and quiet as it's kept, the Seattle Seahawks, who we expected nothing from, are 2-2. Ain't that a bitch? Next game, the Tennessee Titans won their second straight game, beating the Indianapolis Colts 24-17. Bruh, everybody and their mama called the Colts to win the AFC South. I think we can scratch that. Next game, the New York Football Giants improved to 3-1, defeating the Chicago Bears 20-12. I don't know what's up with the Bears passing offense, but Justin Field, I haven't seen this level of efficiency from a quarterback since high school. And the Giants win 20-12. Saquon Barkley is back. Sneaky game of the day for me, the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars 29-21. Now, I don't know if you guys realize that. The aftermath of Hurricane Ian, which was supposed to hit Tampa hard, and it didn't. Thank God. I had to check on my homeboy Kyle, who I went to school with. You good, bro? Glad you safe. But the weather was clearly seen in the game in D.C. The game in Maryland with the Ravens, and the Giants game in Jersey, and in the in Philadelphia. And what I'm impressed at, these Philadelphia Eagles, they are now the only remaining undefeated team in football. Jacksonville came out and punched them in the mouth. They got up 14-0 early in that game. And I was like, damn, it's a nasty weather game. Jacksonville really ain't no joke. And I don't believe Jacksonville is a joke. I still believe Jacksonville is going to win the AFC South. But the way Jalen Hurts and that Philadelphia offense and that Philadelphia defense responded, they scored 29 straight points after being down 14-0 to take a 29-21 victory in the Doug Peterson Bowl. Dougie P had them Jaguars playing. I was like, damn, Dougie P want to beat shit out of Philly. But not gonna happen. Didn't happen. Fly, Eagles, fly. Bird gang, biatch. 29-21 Eagles. 4-0. Let's look at the NFC East as a whole. Again, this was called the NFC East for a while. Now you have a 4-0 team in the Eagles, and you have 2 3-1 teams in the Giants and the Cowboys. Y'all better put some respect on the NFC East name. Next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers at home against the New York Jets. What do you think happened? The Jets? The New York Football Jets. How does it feel to be a football fan in New York? The Jets defeated the Steelers 24-20. They put Kenny Pickett in the game. As soon as I saw the Jets were handling their business with the Steelers, I said, it's Mr. Trubisky time is done in Pittsburgh. Unless Pickett gets hurt, it is now Kenny Pickett's team. And that didn't even matter. Look, the emotion was good. The energy of the team lifted up. The Steelers were up 20-10 with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. And Zach Wilson. This was Zach Wilson's first game of the season for the Jets. The Jets. Robert Saleh, he said he keeping them goddamn receipts. The New York Jets are 2-2. Huh? Where? How that happened? The Jets. I'm going to say it again because it just don't sound right coming out my mouth. The New York Jets, after the first quarter of the season, are a 500 football team. Ain't this a bit? Early game of the day in the AFC, The Buffalo Bills had a come-from-behind victory against the Baltimore Ravens 23-20. Look, bruh, the Baltimore Ravens do not know how to close football games. They cannot hold leads. This is the second time in 3 weeks that they've had a 3-score lead on a team at home and have lost.
God damn!
I mean, the Ravens came out like gangbusters and were up 20-3 on Buffalo, and then they have to correct this issue because Baltimore, Lord, I'm actually at a loss for words right now. Like, I just want to say, Ravens, how the fuck did y'all, what? And as for Buffalo, they are now 3-1 in the first place tie with the Miami Dolphins. Now, my Denver Broncos, we took that L yesterday to the Las Vegas Raiders, 32-23. Yes, unfortunately, we took that L. The offense looked pretty decent. I mean, this is the first time we scored over 20 points all year. So the offense showed improvement, but the defense did not show up to play at all. Josh Jacobs went off on my Denver Broncos, and we have, coming into the game, we were the number 1 defense in the league. The Raiders get their first win of the season, dropping my Denver Broncos to 2-2, while the Raiders improved to now 1-3. Damn it, man. You know, I hate losing to the Raiders. I really, really do. But, I have such an inner glow going right now. It really didn't even piss me off. It really didn't even make me mad. Except the only thing that is getting on my goddamn nerves now. And you see how quick that tone changed? I am sick and tired of Melvin Gordon's fumbling ass. And then Javonte Williams tears his ACL and LCL. Prayers up for you, bro. Now I have to depend on Melvin Gordon's fumblerooski ass. Dude has 4 fumbles in 4 games. What the fuck, Melvin Gordon? I mean, it's 10-10, and we have all the momentum, and then Melvin Gordon fumbles, and it gets scooped up and ran for a touchdown, and that changed the tone of the game, you know, so you better get it together, bro, because I think the only reason why he's probably still on the team is because he's Russell Wilson's college teammate. But fumble one more again, motherfucker, and I'm going to come to Denver and whoop your ass my damn self. Anyway, next game. So much for my inner glow, right? I still got it, though. I'm feeling good. I'm so excited. I know. Okay, anyway. Next game, the Los Angeles Chargers bounced back and defeated the Houston Texans 34-24. Justin Herbert put on a show. So did Austin Eckler for the injury-riddled Chargers, and they go to 2-2. The Arizona Cardinals also improved their record to 2-2, defeating the Carolina Panthers 26-16. Baker Mayfield, that's all I gotta say. Sunday Night Football, no, there wasn't Sunday Night Football, excuse me. The Green Bay Packers defeated the New England Patriots in overtime. Now, I did not think that game would go to overtime. I expected it to be a tough game, even though Mac Jones didn't play. But then Brian Hoyer got knocked out, so the Packers are down to the Patriots were down to their 3rd-string quarterback. Be that as it may, 27-24, Green Bay Packers quietly at 3-1. Sunday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 41-31. Pat-a-tat-tat Mahomes put on a show. Point blank, goddamn period. Patrick Mahomes was a virtuoso last night. Did you see the plays that this dude was making? I mean, Tom Brady throwing for 385 yards means absolutely dick to me because they were all empty calories because he was coming from behind the entire game. Pat-a-tat-tat Mahomes just put the league on notice, saying, y'all think Lamar Jackson's the MVP? He can't hold a lead. You think Jalen Hurts the MVP? Maybe. Don't forget about your boy, Pat-a-tat-tat Mahomes. So the Kansas City Chiefs now go to 3-1. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers drop to 2-2. And then the first place tie with the Atlanta Falcons. Brr. Well, I tell you, the NFL is the gift that just keeps on giving because, again, who would have seen that one coming? But I guarantee you one thing that y'all did see coming. It is Prediction League Monday. Brother Sean, what it do, my guy?
What it do, my guy? Ain't nothing, cousin. You know how it go. 4-0. I let y'all buy.
I like that. He said, you know how it go. 4-0. I let you buy. Yes, sir. Okay, well, hell, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I was impressed by the way the Eagles responded to their really first bit of adversity. What do you say, sir?
Absolutely, bro. I mean, they wanted to see how we played in the second half. I mean, because we wasn't really scoring in the second half, or if we were down, how we were playing, respond to the situation and what was going on. And like honestly, man, I couldn't be more happy, man. We were down 14 in a bad weather game. I mean, the weather was terrible, so it wasn't like we could pass it to really come out of it based on the conditions of the situation. And them boys held their ground. Our defense showed up. Our pass rush showed up, because that was a big question too. Like, what was them boys doing? Would they show up? And they did their job. Miles Sanders, good, excellent, man, excellent in the back.
Don't sleep on that boy.
Congratulations again to Howie Roseman for the depth on our team, because we got a lot of injuries, and the next man up came and showed up on the offensive line, still allowed for us to grind it down on the defense, who didn't allow much rushing yards. So, I mean, congratulations again goes out to Howie Roseman. And on to Arizona.
On to Arizona. I mean, Jacksonville came out and they punched you square in the mouth. And for them to respond that way, yes, it was definitely. I mean, after it was 14-0, Philadelphia dominated the game. They dominated the game. I wouldn't have, I was kind of puzzled at the fourth down call at the end, but when we talked yesterday, you were absolutely right. The weather conditions warranted. I get it. And plus the defense did what they do. They did what they do. Now, how serious do you think this injury is with Darius Slay?
I don't know. I haven't checked out the report since the injury. I hope that it's not serious. Of course, we need him.
Yeah, because I mean, I look at I hold Darius Slay today in higher regard than I did on Saturday, just because of Justin Jefferson. You saw what Justin Jefferson did to Marshawn Lattimore, who to me is a top 5 cornerback.
Oh, absolutely, and that's another thing, because everybody was like, oh, who they play, and it was like everybody had like career days after they played us.
Yeah,
they played us, we shut them down. So it ain't just who we've been playing, because the Chargers got smoked by the same team that we handled for the Jaguars. I don't want to hear it. And the Chargers are deemed to be a team coming out the AFC West. You know what I mean? With all their additions, and we smoked them. We smoked the Jaguars, but I mean,
you won. That's the bottom line. You won against a team who was red hot and very confident. That was a very confident Jacksonville team. And nothing's more dangerous than a team who believes in themselves. And Jacksonville believes in themselves. I still think they do. I still think they're going to win the AFC South, because I have no faith now in the Colts.
Yeah. A big disappointment. I thought adding Matt Ryan to that team, basically with the pieces that they had, they already had a good offensive line. I don't know what happened. The defense is not doing what they were usually doing with those linebackers that they had. And I just thought adding Matt Ryan was going to be a thing for them, and they just went like the total opposite way.
Yeah, they don't have no weapons outside of Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman's a good receiver, but he's a number 2 receiver. He's not a number 1. Now, I do have to.
We need to add more weapons.
Yeah, I do have to shout out Mo Alley Cox, who's from VCU, with his career day yesterday. He had
Tom Brady catching the L too.
Oh, of course.
Always enjoyable when Tom Brady catch the L.
Absolutely. Now, if you want to say who did you play in regards to Dallas, okay. But, I mean, I'm not going to say that when it comes to Philly, because Philly beat a first-place team and shut them down. I mean, dogged the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
And they're the only undefeated team in football. Now, what was your takeaway from the rest of the day in the NFL, sir?
Man. A lot of teams that I thought were going to catch. Look, let me tell you something. What's going on with the Giants, man? They got 2 weapons. Daniel Jones out there looking like Michael Vick. Taking off on bootleg. What did I tell you about Saquon? Well,
hey man, he's back.
I tell you, he's gonna be running all over people. He got something to prove. As long as that man can stay healthy, bro. I was kind of hoping that they were gonna, suck a little bit, so we could take Saquon off their hands.
Okay.
that like that move that I think that's gonna come in Philly, but it's probably gonna be a pass rusher. But Hassan Reddick stepping up, so it may not be a pass rusher.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be that one additional. Let's just nudge it into the playoffs addition to the team. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think it's either gonna be at the running back position or the pass rush.
Well, if Saquon Barkley stays healthy and he has an average offensive line, he's a top 5 back. Period.
Period. Yeah, definitely. Man, let's see here. Cowboys and the Commandos. You know I always pay attention to them. Oh, my God. Carson Wentz just can't get it right.
No.
And what's going on? I see that there's going to be, I'm telling you, there's going to be a controversy in Dallas with this quarterback thing, and it's going to be so sweet. Because and they swear for down because he's dogging. I mean, he's dogging him, but he's playing good right now. And Skip Bayless already making it a thing, but it's about to be terrible in Dallas. Just imagine he comes back and plays the Rams. If they try to get him to push the play the Rams gonna smash him. They gonna be chanting Cooper Rush to come in this game, and they gonna bring Cooper Rush in when we play them.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee you that Jerry Jones wants Cooper Rush to play against the Rams. And if that's the case, Dak Prescott, he won't say this out in public, but Dak Prescott is probably praying that the Rams beat the shit out of Dallas.
You already know it. He better hope they beat the shit out of him, because if Cooper Rush do something to the Rams and they actually have a chance to win that game, then me myself can't say nothing about Cooper Rush, honestly, because he be showing up against a team that's supposed to have a top defense. Like, you can't say nothing about that. If they beat the Rams, then it's really going to be a controversy. You know what I mean? And what do you do with a quarterback making that much money?
Exactly.
By somebody like Cooper Rush behind him. Come on now. You know Jerry don't already like Dak Prescott. He was forced with that. He was forced to pay Dak, bro.
Right. Absolutely. Well, you know.
Man, over Romo. When Romo was still at that time, they had to force to put Dak in.
Yeah.
He was out playing Romo.
Right, absolutely. I mean, I still say I'm not worried about the Cowboys because, I think y'all got that division on lock. Dallas is about to get a serious reality check. I think they're losing against the Rams, and I think they're losing against Philadelphia. So, I mean, I didn't even watch Undisputed today just because I did not want to hear Skip Bayless's fucking mouth.
You already know.
I didn't.
You know what kind of hate I hate that comes out of his mouth is when he always be like Tom Brady. Like, are you joking? Like,
the only thing that I am going to go back and watch is I want to hear him cry and make excuses for Tom Brady because, Brady never loses a game when it comes to him.
And he already making excuses. You already know he ain't got his weapons, he got injuries, but granted, everybody has injuries in the NFL. I don't want to hear that. You don't get that excuse to nobody else. He don't get that excuse either. Tom Brady's supposed to be the GOAT. Uplift, my GOAT. Uplift.
Exactly.
Uplift.
He ain't the greatest. He ain't the GOAT to me. Goddamn it. I'm just saying because he a cheater. So I can't give you the GOAT and you a fucking cheater. I mean for real. You a cheater, bro. I'm not giving you the GOAT for that. You're a great quarterback, but I'm not calling you the best. You a cheating ass dude. You've been caught twice. I don't care if it was Belichick. You were the beneficiary. You were the beneficiary of it.
Absolutely.
So that's the way I look at it with Brady. But Tua, Thursday night, the world saw it. It was scary.
Man.
It was scary.
Poor Tua, bro. And that's going to come back to the organization because everybody and their mama saw the game prior to that.
Yep.
Tua was down, and they talking about it was his back, man. He was shaking his head, and everybody could clearly see that it was a head trauma issue right there. He shouldn't have came back in that game. But Tua's in the same situation as Jalen Hurts. Tua's like this. This is my year to shine. If not, then they could replace me with these quarterbacks coming out. I can't be sitting on the bench. So I'm pretty sure that he was like, yo, I'm good enough to go back in this game because he don't want somebody else coming in and taking his shine with those weapons, which is a possibility for the playmakers that they have. Teddy Bridgewater is not. I mean, he's a journeyman, but he can handle it, especially with the cornerback. You'll see. With those playmakers that he has. So I feel like he forced his way back into it, but it's on the organization to be like, yo, you can't go back in, concussion. You basically lied and said it was his back. Everybody knew it was his head, and they already under investigation, and it was put on the display for the world to see that man just, like, tighten up like that, man. That was
the thing with his hands was just scary.
Hammer on them, man. Real talk. Bro.
Yeah, because they lied to everybody. Now,
he may be out for that, maybe a career thing, man. That's crazy.
Right.
That's for a game or two. You could have sat out and got yourself back together, but you forced your way back into it, man. And now you may be out for your career, man.
Yeah, because he had two concussions. He had 2 concussions in 4 days. 2 concussions in 4 days.
I ain't never seen nobody tighten up like that.
Me neither. And I think honestly, if the NFL truly gives a damn about player safety, then they should demand that he does not play for the rest of this season. He should not play the rest of this season.
There should be some punishments coming down.
I mean, I'm serious. He should not. I mean, you're talking about 2 concussions in 4 days, and they're going to say, oh, well, he's been ruled out for week 5. You think? I mean, like, they just need to come out and make the announcement. If Tua doesn't play for the rest of the season, he shouldn't play again until December. I'm being honest with you. Me personally, I think his season should be over. He shouldn't play football again until 2023. You saw what he looks like when he's good. I mean, the Dolphins were undefeated. From a football standpoint,
yeah, we had him as sleepers. We both had him as sleepers.
We had him as sleepers. Now, from a football standpoint, I think Teddy Bridgewater will be fine because of the type of offense that they run. They run an offense that's based with a lot of motion, a lot of running plays. Teddy has a stronger arm than Tua. Teddy has a stronger arm. And, Teddy has hit that journeyman status. But before Teddy's devastating knee injury, he was a Pro Bowl quarterback who led a team to the playoffs. So I think the Dolphins will be fine. I think you're actually getting a stronger arm. But you see how the independent doctor was fired from the Dolphins, right?
Oh, absolutely. They got to have a scapegoat.
Exactly.
Got to have a scapegoat. So, I mean, everybody knew, you could see that from a mile away, that they had to have somebody that, he didn't do it right, man. They probably paid him some hush money to keep quiet because you already know that, hey, you gonna blame this on me when y'all probably told me to let that man go back in. So, I mean, we already knew that was going to happen for somebody to have to take the blame for the situation that goes on. And that investigation should put more of the light on the whole organization to be at fault for what happened.
Absolutely. It's like when Tyrod Taylor got hit yesterday, I said, oh, yeah, his day is over. With everything that just happened with Tua and the world saw that shit, oh, no. And Tyrod didn't take nearly as hard as a hit. But when he got caught that made Daniel Jones come back in the game, they're going to do that with now every quarterback. Like, they're going to, if there's any type of head injury, your day is over, period. Because the worst thing that could have happened to the Dolphins and to the NFL, that was the only game on that night, and everybody saw it.
Everybody saw what happened.
Everybody saw that shit. That might as well have been the goddamn Super Bowl. Everybody saw it. And it was frightening. Like, it was frightening. And then Tua's parents were there, too. And Tua, to a degree, has to take some accountability, too. Like you said, he forced his way back on the field. And he has to understand that there is life after football.
Mm-hmm.
There is life after football, but so that what my takeaway from yesterday was, a lot of teams that we had high expectations for are kind of letting us down, but then there are teams that you didn't expect anything from who are actually surprising. The goddamn New York Jets are 2-2.
Man, come on now, Zach Wilson. I mean, but they had a good draft, you know what I'm saying, and a good offseason as far as picking up acquisitions to their team. So, I mean, it was only right, with time that they would be a decent team, especially with a second-year quarterback who's, coming off an injury, trying to find his way as well into the league. So, I mean,
how's it feel to be a football fan in New York?
I kind of thought that they would be decent this year, so 2-2 doesn't really surprise me for the Jets.
Well, it surprises me because the 2 games they won will come from behind on the road. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as Pittsburgh, it's going to be a long year for them. Because while people are saying how mature Kenny Pickett is because he's not the average age for a rookie, he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie, and there's still going to be rookie mistakes. Because he came out that bitch just throwing jump balls in the air.
Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Launching them up like candy, like trick or treat.
Exactly.
He ain't ready yet.
No. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
You can't go back to Mitch. You can't go back to Mitch now.
You can't.
Mitch gone.
He's finished. He has signed and sealed his fate as a career backup. I mean, hell. Yeah. That's less punishment for a nice check.
He can go to the DC because Carson's done out there.
Man, they don't have no other choice, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Trubisky be the quarterback for Washington. I mean, you gonna get the same dumb shit. To be honest with you,
to see who's coming out next year because it's supposed to be some decent quarterbacks, right?
Oh, C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, Bryce Young from Alabama. Yeah, man. I mean,
I am ready for. God bless the Saints right now too. You know what I mean? Because we got they pick, and
Andy Dalton actually.
We looking like God forbid we get this a low first round pick, and we don't need it, and how we get to finagle some of these trades to get some of these additional picks for later on in the draft for these quarterbacks. I'm praying for a scenario, my brother. It's all looking in favor. We looking highly favored right now. But we shall see, bro. Thank you, Saints. But, anything can happen early.
Andy Dalton actually looked better for that offense. I mean, the Saints are one of the teams that's really disappointed me. The Atlanta Falcons, as quiet as it's kept, they're 2-2. The Seattle Seahawks, Detroit's defense is horrible. Geno Smith looked like an all-world quarterback. Seattle's 2-2. So these teams that we didn't expect nothing from are actually kind of surprises. Now, mind you, it's still week 4. We're just leaving the first quarter of the season. But the NFL is a gift that keeps on giving. Do you realize that next week's game between the Falcons and Tampa Bay is for first place in that division? Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah. Who knew that was even a possibility for the Falcons?
Exactly. Who knew?
I'm gonna tell you, it's not really that much because of the injuries that Tampa Bay lost at the beginning of the season. You kind of figured that they may not be. They've been re-shelling themselves this year. So it's the fact that the Falcons are fighting for it is the more shocker.
Right, because the
war with Tampa Bay.
The Falcons were seen as going to be the worst team in football. Mm-hmm. And of course, who knows what's going to happen between week 5 and week 18. But I mean, if you're a Falcon fan and particularly if Marcus Mariota, you're playing in a dome and he's athletic, he's quick, and he's not he doesn't make mistakes. They have weapons, Kyle Pitts, Cordero Patterson. I mean, we should see. Sunday's game against Tampa is going to be very interesting to me. Now, you ready to do these picks? Oh, you had a strong day yesterday too.
Oh, did I?
You did. You had 9 right, and you tied with me. Now, Marcus won the day. Marcus had 11 right. But me, you, Tony, and Marquise all had 9. We were all in second place, if you will. You did. You had a very strong day.
Absolutely, I take it.
Y'all still looking up to me, though. Just to throw that out there.
Oh, man, whatever. I ain't worried about you. I ain't nervous. Okay,
well, let's start. Thursday night football. The Indianapolis Colts come to my Denver Broncos. Who you got?
Oh man, I'm gonna give that one to y'all because, like I said, the Colts ain't looking too good right now.
I'm just that Javonte Williams injury makes me sick, though.
That's gonna hurt too. That's gonna factor in too. But I think Russ can get better quarterback play than Matt Ryan. Right?
He's gonna have to.
I can see that.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Now on to Sunday's games. Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Where's Buffalo?
Oh, you know what? Before I go further, Baltimore doesn't know how to hold a second half lead.
Man, that's so sad, bro. That is so sad. That is so sad. They always, and they be at home too.
At home, yes.
Oh, bro.
Yes. I mean, it's crazy. Like, for all intents and purposes, Baltimore should be 4-0. But they cannot hold a second half. I mean, they didn't score a point yesterday in the second half and allow Buffalo to come all the way back. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's too much damn talent on that Ravens defense in particular to not be. I don't give a damn what the weather is.
Too well. I mean, looking at the numbers, their defense hasn't been holding up. Kind of the reason why Harbaugh went for that fucking touchdown instead of kicking that field goal, because he knew that they needed that damn touchdown, because that 3 points will go hold up against that damn Josh Allen.
I wouldn't have done that, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand what you're saying. I mean, he didn't have faith in his defense, but sometimes you just got to take the points. That's what doomed Cleveland in their game. Their first drive had a great drive. You got 4th and 3 from Atlanta's 4. If it was 4th and goal from the inch yard line, I get it. But bro, take the point sometimes. because that totally fucks your momentum up. Okay, next game. This game is going to be in London, England. It's going to be another 9:30 in the morning game. The Giants I can't say but it's the Giants versus the Packers.
This shit's crazy.
Who you got, Giants or the Packers?
Man. I want to go against the Giants, but it's so hot right now. But I'm going to give it to the Packers.
Watch out for that receiver, Romeo Dobbs. He nice.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it. I'm like, but the Giant, I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it's so easy to go with Rodgers, but they haven't been playing too good. You know what? I'm going to give it to the Giants.
Oh, you changing up?
They're going to surprise people.
What?
Because they're playing with more like fire than I see what's going on up at Green Bay, and I'm a kind of surprise people with this pick, and I'm actually give it to the Giants.
Upset special. Okay, I can dig it. All right, next game, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
Oh man, the hot mess bowl, because both of them ain't been playing up to standard. And who's at home? That matters.
It's at Cleveland.
Oh man. Oh, jeez. I give it to Cleveland, honestly. Like I said, both of them haven't been playing good at all.
Okay, next game, divisional game, the Bears at the Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay. Detroit at New England.
Let's see. Detroit's still playing pretty decent as far as
offense. They can't stop nobody.
And you said New England?
At New England, yeah.
New England ain't been doing too good. I'm actually gonna get that to Detroit. They got injuries. Is Amante Brown coming back?
I don't know. I know he didn't play yesterday, but New England's on their third quarterback now. I don't know if Hoyer's gonna play or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So it's injuries on both sides. I'm gonna give it to Detroit.
Okay. All right. Seattle at New Orleans.
Hey, I'm going Seattle because I need New Orleans to catch all these L's. You feel me?
He is totally being selfish with that pick right there. Okay, and he's unapologetically selfish right now. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. But the Saints haven't played two teams.
No, they haven't. They have not. You know, it's just crazy because, again, their offense looked better.
I'll put this on me. It's on me. Yeah.
Their offense, to me, would look better yesterday with Andy Dalton. That's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it happens that way sometimes. You know what I mean? And plus, sometimes it'd be because don't nobody got any film on this backup.
Yeah, but Andy Dalton been in the league for 11 years. You know,
I'm talking about in this offense.
Oh, okay. Well, true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints to me have definitely been thus far. The Saints have definitely been a disappointment. For me. Yeah. Next game, the Dolphins at the Jets.
I'm gonna give it. I think Teddy Bridgewater can handle it, so I'm gonna give it to the Dolphins.
Okay, battle of first place. Next game, the Falcons at the Bucks.
Man, everything in me wants Tom Brady to lose. I'm gonna give it to Tom Brady now.
We on the same page with that one. I don't want to see his ass win shit.
Nah, I want him to quit mid-season on
exactly. Hey, they lose to the
Falcons. Nobody's blocking for me. Why won't they catch the ball? I want to go home to the Zell before she beats me. Nah.
They lose to the Falcons. He might do that. You know, he might break another tablet or something with his temper tantrum having ass. Tennessee at Washington.
Oh man, Tennessee.
Okay. Houston at Jacksonville.
Houston at Jacksonville. Let's go. Is Denny AI? Houston at Jacksonville. I'm gonna give it to Jacksonville.
Okay. San Francisco at Baker Mayfield. I'm at Carolina. Baker Mayfield is horrible.
Super suck. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to. Is this the I'm good to you said Jacksonville and San Francisco.
No,
right?
San Francisco at Carolina.
San Francisco at Carolina Baker Bowl. I'll give it to the 49ers.
Okay, Dallas at the Rams.
I'm hoping they smack the shit out of Cooper Rush. I'm tired of everybody name my own Cooper Rush. I just want it to be over with. So I'm gonna give it to the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams just got one job next week. I hope
they win while you learn.
I hope Aaron Donald pancake.
Because that'll be a controversy in itself in Dallas.
Oh, I'm just sick of people talking about them. though. They don't deserve the attention that they get. They've been losers for the last 27 years. Gosh.
Man, who you telling? I got to deal with it all the time. They're in my division. I got to hear all about it. Every time I pick the Eagles, I got to listen to the sickening of the Cowboys.
Got to deal with it too, because they always on my damn television. Fuck boys.
I know, right? Like, why? He ain't got nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
next game, Bird Gang at the Cardinals.
Bird Gang at the Cardinals. You already know, Killer. We taking out everybody. Bruce Stanley, Jalen Rager. You seen the photo? Peterson came back, caught that L. Who else won this, bro? Now it's Zach Ertz's turn, bro.
Yep. That's true.
Sorry, Zachy, boy. You got to take you out, too.
Sunday Night Football, the Bengals at the Ravens.
Oh, man. That's a big game, too.
It is.
Because the Bengals needed to stay, both of them really needed to stay alive because, I ain't going to say stay alive too early.
Well, honestly, it's for first place.
Yeah.
Both teams are 2-2.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, I'm going to give it to the Ravens.
I'm afraid to pick the Ravens now. Every time I pick them, they blow a goddamn
I know,
lead.
right? I'm going to give it to them, though, bro. I don't know. You know what? I mean, because the Ravens defense ain't holding up, and I mean, Joe and them going up to the, you know what? Oh man, but Lamar is. How can you go against Lamar though? But give me the Bengals because I don't trust the Ravens defense.
And when have you ever had to say that in a sentence? You don't trust the Ravens defense.
I know. It's horrible to say, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with you because
they like number 3 in like the most total yards right now, and Jamar Chase ain't not to be played with.
Hey, Cincinnati's a bad matchup for the Ravens. They are a very bad matchup. I'm gonna let you know now. I'm picking the Bengals to win that game too. They are a bad matchup for the Ravens. Those three receivers, you know, they're not to be trifled with. Next Monday Night Football, the Raiders at the Chiefs.
The Ravens at the Chiefs. Let's see. The Chiefs. I mean, the Raiders is like.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we just lost to them yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the Chiefs defense. I ain't gonna say about the offense, but the defense been showing up.
Man, please, Pat-a-tat-tat Mahomes put on a show last night.
Yeah, Patty-tat-tat. Yeah, I mean that's Patty.
Yeah. So okay. Sean's picks are as follows. He has the Broncos over the Colts. I hope you're right. The Bills over the Steelers. The Giants over the Packers. Cleveland over the Chargers. Minnesota over the Bears. Detroit over New England. The Seahawks over the Saints. The Dolphins over the Jets. Tampa Bay over Atlanta. The Titans over the Commanders. Jacksonville over Houston. The 49ers over the Panthers. The Rams over the Cowboys. The Eagles over the Cardinals. The Bengals over the Ravens. And the Chiefs over the Raiders. Sound about right, sir?
Sounds right, sir.
All right.
Sounds amazing.
All right. What them kids doing, man?
Man, one of them behind me playing Lego Batman, and the other one is in the room with her mama.
Okay. Well, broski. I got your picks locked in and loaded. And yesterday's phone conversation was quite fun. I must say.
Oh, yeah.
That was quite enjoyable. That was quite enjoyable.
Man. Absolutely, man. Always nice meeting new friends. I'm on that corner.
Absolutely, bro. But
absolutely, yeah.
Till next time, bro. I'm gonna get at you.
Oh, for sure, man. You know how I go. Go Eagles, fuck Cowboys, and I'm about this bitch.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Later.
All
right. Oh, my brother. You know, this was his strongest week. This was definitely his strongest week thus far, and he's, you know, good strong week 9 could possibly be 10 depending on the outcome of today's game. But who is next up? And now with me, I got my little bro, Marquise. Yo, Keith had a good week. Everybody had strong weeks again. But what's happening with you, little bro?
Ain't nothing. Life's good.
Absolutely. Keith's a Philadelphia Eagle fan, man. I was impressed by y'all victory yesterday because Jacksonville came out and punched y'all square in the mouth.
Yeah.
14-0 in those ugly weather conditions. That game could have went any type of way. But you guys held the fort down, and pretty much after that 14-0 lead, y'all dominated. You know, y'all dominated. The Eagles, to me, are the best team in the NFC. This is why I'm not worried about the Cowboys. Now, what's funny, everybody, is I have a chain text with all my guys from the league. And Marcus, who won the week, congratulations, Marcus. Marcus, who won the week, is also a Cowboys fan. And he was asking about his respect. And he was putting all of these text messages in our little chat. And I just said simple, fuck y'all niggas. Because ain't nobody worried about Dallas, because I think Philadelphia got that. But you know, I can acknowledge, of course, when a team is playing well. I mean, Dallas has won 3 straight. So I can definitely acknowledge that. And I will say this about that division as a whole, which for the last few years has been called the NFC least. And everybody needs to pump the brakes on that, because you have the only undefeated team in football is in that division, and you have 2 other teams in that division that are also 3-1. So, you know, we as a whole need to put some respect on that division, except for Washington.
Washington. For sure.
But what was your takeaway about first of all, about the Eagles game?
How we dealt with adversity. That was the first time we dealt with something like that the whole year, and we bounced back. So I was really happy to see how we played. And Jalen Hurts didn't have the best game, but he did enough for us to win the game. Our defense looks amazing. So we're dealing with a lot of injuries now, with Slay and Bellotta now. Getting a little injury bug, but I'm happy how we played for sure.
Now, how serious is that Slay injury?
I mean, it's a forearm injury. Obviously, he didn't return, so
yeah.
Hoping it's not too serious. But we go see.
Now, how do you fit? Now, what was your takeaway about the week in a whole, in a nutshell?
Well, Baltimore's blow up again.
Baltimore can't hold a lead, bro.
Yeah, they were up 20-3. They're looking really good, and you know, again, blew it up. Kenny Pickett debut. That was Kenny Pickett coming in. He brought some life to that team, even though they lost.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You lost to the Jets. Damn it!
So, the Jets are the Jets, but they play tough, man. Salah got them boys playing tough.
Yeah, I mean, and we need to take time and acknowledge the fact that the New York Jets are 2-2. The New York Jets are 2-2. Both games that they've won have been on the road in last minute come from behind fashion. So
yeah.
You have to tip your cap to the Jets.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I was saying, like Kenny Pickett brought on some life. He threw 3 interceptions, but he looked better than Mitch. Like, yeah.
Oh, I knew that if that game was looking like that it was gonna get away from the Steelers, I knew that it was over with for Mitch because they're not putting him back in. That's Kenny Pickett's team now.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm excited to see where they go at. Also, you were talking about the best team in the NFC, but it had me thinking, who's the best team in the AFC? And that's what I wanted to ask you. Who do you think is the best team in the AFC?
Kansas City. Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people are gonna say Buffalo, but what Kansas City did last night, what Mahomes put on a show last night. They put like Tom Brady throwing for 385 yards means nothing to me because pretty much that's empty calories. They were getting their ass kicked the entire game. He had to throw for a lot of yards. And
that move.
You said what?
That stem move by Mahomes.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I have to say. I mean, because I was saying Buffalo too, but Kansas last night, I mean, everybody was just at all about Tampa Bay's defense. And for them to hang a 40 burger on them in their house, like they was like, this is going to be the game where they missed Tyreek Hill. No, it wasn't.
They got so many players. You don't know where it's going to come from.
You don't.
Like, no Bray, Watson, Scanlon. Like, they got so many. They're so dangerous. So, yeah, I give it to Kansas City at the moment.
Yeah, and you could say that I'm being in the moment, but Mahomes put on a show last night.
They should be 4-0, but they lost to the Colts.
Right. Right. That's yeah. You're like you see what they did last night, and then you're thinking, how the hell did they lose to the Colts?
Oh my, it makes no sense at all.
And as far as my boys go, I am so sick and tired of Melvin Gordon fumbling the goddamn ball.
Yeah,
that turned the whole game around. We had the momentum and everything. And then he gonna fumble, and then it gets returned for a touchdown. And I still thought we was gonna win, even after that.
Yeah, y'all offense looks way better. Like that, you should feel a lot more confident in y'all offense now. Because
I actually do. I do.
Yeah, played really good yesterday.
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, even though we lost, I was actually surprised at the way that our offense. Now, I wish the defense needed to show up because coming into yesterday, we had the number 1 defense in the league. And we needed to look like it, but I mean, we'll see because we got the Colts on Thursday night, so we'll see.
Bro, speaking of Josh Jacobs, you know I played you in fantasy.
Oh, damn! Who won? Well, who's winning?
You got the W.
Oh, I won. I'm the only undefeated person left in the fantasy league, boss. That's right, because Jacobs is my running back. That's right. Yep.
That's what made me so mad. I'm like, what happened to y'all rush defense?
Bro, you know, I wasn't. Honestly, I wasn't as amped up about that game because I thought we were gonna win. I saw the way we looked. Our opening. I saw the way our offense was moving. I said, I put all my faith in my defense. I said, oh, we got this. Even after that fumble return for a touchdown, I said, we got this.
Yeah, right.
And yesterday was a bad day at the office for the run, but our offense looked a whole lot better. I mean, and it don't get no easier. We got Jonathan Taylor coming up, so we better tighten it up.
Sure. And now I thought this could be like a weekly thing of me trashing quarterbacks. Last week was Justin Fields. This week is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is garbage. Oh my! They gotta look for a new quarterback.
He's not doing himself any favors because he's gonna be a free agent and ain't nobody gonna spend no dough on him.
He got the talent around him: McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Anderson. Like only 16 points against a really bad Cardinals defense. Like, come on,
right?
Baker is trash.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. And
it is very weak.
You said what?
I said the NFC is really weak.
It is. I agree. but I think that Philadelphia is head and shoulders the best. Green Bay is starting to do what Green Bay does. I was surprised that game went to overtime, but I wasn't surprised that it was a close game but now it's like, the Patriots are down to quarterback number 3.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised that the Packers won. I just didn't think it would be the last play of overtime. But it just, it is what it is. But they're quietly 3-1. Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. You saw Marcus sent the text about Justin Jefferson because he really overlooked him. And I on week 1 when he was over here, I said, dude, Justin Jefferson may be the best wide receiver in football. I said, this dude is nasty. I said, you just gonna have to see for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Because he put on a show too, and Marshawn Lattimore is a top 5 cornerback. So to do that against him, which makes me respect Darius Slay even more because he shut him down.
Yeah, and no take back teams, bro.
What?
No take back teams.
Hey, y'all came at my neck. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Yesterday, I found out that Jameis Winston was not going to play. First of all, I was loud and wrong last week because I kept saying that the Bengals and the Dolphins were going to be the neutral field game, and it wasn't. It was the Vikings and the Saints. So I found out Jameis Winston was not going to play, and I asked, I'm just being fair, can I change my pick because I didn't know Jameis Winston was injured? And they hopped on my ass I was like, whoa. I was like, I feel the shade because I'm winning. It's cool though. It's cool. But I was praying the Saints won yesterday because I would have stuck it in each of y'all face.
You almost did. That was close.
Honestly, Andy Dalton looks better for the damn offense.
Yeah. I'm feeling good about the Saints being trash because we got their number 1 overall pick next year.
Oh yeah. The Saints thus far has really, really disappointed me this season. I had them winning that division.
I ain't had them winning the division.
No, I had them winning that division.
I had them being the playoff team though. It's still early.
It's still early, but I don't know. Well, we'll see. That division itself looks weak because Tampa's only 2-2.
Yeah.
So it's not like Tampa's running away with the division. So it just is what it is. Now, what did you think about Tua?
I don't even know. It's just a very frustrating situation. Like he shouldn't have been on the field Thursday, and I feel like there should be a lot of discipline towards the Dolphins. Like that organization didn't need even more fire on them, but they did it again. So,
yeah, bro, that was scary. Like real shit, that was scary.
I thought he was paralyzed. Thank God he wasn't paralyzed, and he's moving and everything. And then I heard that story when they were on the plane, and him and the coach was watching like a TV show. I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about right now? Like, it's a whole mess.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, if the Dolphins really can, and Tua had to a certain degree has to police himself too. I understand, he'd be up for a contract extension, but there is life after football, and I don't think he should play for the rest of the year. I really don't. When you have because in effect he had 2 concussions in 5 days. And I don't know if you heard, but the independent physician who cleared him to play was fired by the Dolphins.
That's not enough for me. I feel like there should be a lot more should be taken against the Dolphins than just that person getting fired. There should be a lot more. The coach, I'm not saying the coach need to be like suspended a couple games, but everybody involved in that situation should get some type of discipline, a fine, I don't know, just something. 'Cause that's a really nasty situation, and they could have ended this man's career.
It still could have ended his career. We don't know, because like I said, he, in effect, had 2 concussions in 5 days. Nobody bought the story of it was his back. When you get up, you don't grab your goddamn head. If your back is hurting, you grab your back.
Yeah.
And nobody bought that. So, I mean, he was put in serious jeopardy, and I feel bad for him because he was having such a great year. But he doesn't need to play for the rest of the season. That's just my opinion. And to be honest with you, from a football standpoint, they'll be fine with Teddy Bridgewater because of the type of offense that they run.
Yeah.
And Teddy Bridgewater actually has a stronger arm.
Yeah, but to be fair, they both got weak ass arms. But I get it.
Well, he shot a rocket to Tyreek Hill in that Thursday night game. Like, Tyreek Hill didn't have to stop and come back. Like when Tua threw it. And I'm not throwing shade on Tua. But I mean, Teddy Bridgewater does have a Tua may be more accurate, but Bridgewater has a stronger arm. So, at least in my opinion, from what I see, what the eye test tells me. So, let's get down to making knee picks for next week. Case. So, grand total, your grand total. Let me see for a second. Your grand total score is you're only a couple behind me. I think you're still in second place. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Your grand total right now is 38, and my your grand total is 38. No, I'm sorry, not 38, 36. Your grand total is 36. My grand total is 39. So you're still 3 behind me. Marcus leaped up to 35. I'm 34. And this also depends on what happens tonight. So, you could jump, you could move up another spot on me if the Rams win. So, we'll see.
Like behind?
You're 3 behind me right now. You're 3 behind me right now. Right now you got 36, I got 39. But you're not gonna catch me, bro. I'm just letting you know that. I'm just getting your hopes up right now. But you're not gonna catch me. You said what?
I'm doing right now. What, 9 a week? That's 9 a week. I take that. Sure.
You still not gonna catch me, goddamn it.
We gonna see. I think that the Rams will win tonight, so I'll be 2 behind.
Okay, we'll see. I got them Niners, so you'll be 4 behind. But okay.
Yeah, we gonna see. Let's do these picks, bro.
Okay, well, Thursday night game, my Denver Broncos. The Colts are at Denver.
Okay. I got y'all. I got Denver.
Don't be jinxing us neither, nigga. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Those 3-1 New York Giants at those 3-1 Green Bay Packers. That is another London game, so that game will come on at 9:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time.
I got Green Bay.
Okay. Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
I got Chargers.
Cleveland should not have lost that game yesterday to Atlanta. They really should have. But I gotta give Atlanta credit. They're another team who's playing way, way better than what we thought we were gonna see.
Yeah. I was gonna text you like, let me change to the Falcons, but I can't do no take back to you either.
Yeah, exactly. I wish the hell you would have called me. After the way y'all hopped on me on that text message. Little busters.
Listen, bro. You're the one that talked the most trash, so we gotta bring you that type.
Well, I'm gonna keep talking trash because that's what I do.
The show.
Chicago at Minnesota.
Who?
Chicago at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Come on, man. Why don't you go for your boy Justin Fields?
I don't hate Justin Fields. He just, man. Well, what did he do this week? I don't even think he threw a touchdown, but.
I don't think he did either. Damn. Detroit at New England.
Got New England.
Detroit's defense is horrible. God.
48 points.
To Geno Smith. God.
Hey, Geno's still having a better season than Russell Wilson. Just want to note that.
Hey, man, kiss my ass, okay? Note that.
Just want to point that out to you.
Okay, yeah. And I will say again, kiss my ass. Let me point that out to you. Seattle at New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Why don't you pick goddamn Geno Smith since you're so confident?
Nah, I like Andy Dalton. Either way, if it's Andy Dalton or Jameis, I got things.
Yeah. Miami at the New York Jets.
Miami. No surprise there. I got Miami.
Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Got them bouncing back.
Tennessee at Washington.
Got the Commanders.
Okay. I don't know if that's an upset special or not. I mean, Tennessee they've won their last 2 games.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still think Jacksonville is the best team in that division. I've just lost all faith in the Colts. That's all. Houston at Jacksonville. Go figure.
Nope. Got Texans.
Okay.
Divisional game. I think the Texans will take their first game of the year.
Okay. San Francisco at your boy Baker Mayfield at Carolina.
That ain't my boy. I got San Fran.
Dallas at the Rams.
Yeah, I heard Marcus talking about that earlier. He's right. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams, they really have not run the ball well at all. Like, I was expecting a lot more out of Cam Akers.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still a little banged up and they just don't want to say nothing. Philadelphia at Arizona.
All right, so I gotta be honest with myself.
Here we go.
I love my team, but I'll be honest. We're not going to win every game this year. I don't got us going 17-0. So I do have us losing this game. Just the fact that we haven't played a quarterback like Kyler Murray, and we're dealing with a lot of injuries. If they play out,
I don't know yet.
Marquise Brown and all them guys they got in Arizona. So there's going to be a shootout, but I do see us taking our first L. I do see it.
Okay.
So I got Cardinals. Damn, I feel like shit for that.
You should, because when I picked against y'all, you was ready to crucify me.
I gotta be honest. I don't see us going undefeated.
Well, okay. I mean, all right, cool.
I can't pick us every week. You feel me?
Yes, you can, but it's all right. I appreciate you picking with your head, not your heart. I get it. I'm not gonna pick us every week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you love your team, but you can't pick them every week.
I picked them to win yesterday, though. Goddamn it.
I knew y'all was gonna lose that game. I'm like, Raiders not going down 1-4. I knew y'all was gonna lose.
You ain't know that. You ain't know shit. Okay. Well, no, you got that one right. You did.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Angry Ravens.
Another divisional game, but I got the Ravens.
And next Monday night, the Raiders at the Chiefs.
Mahomes throwing for 500 yards, 6 TDs.
Really now? Okay.
Okay. So the Chiefs always seem to go off against the Raiders every year. So I'm gonna stick with that. The Chiefs go crazy.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, Keith's picks are as follows. He has Denver, Buffalo, Green Bay over the Giants, the Chargers over the Browns, the Vikings over the Bears, the Patriots over the Lions, the Saints over the Seahawks, the Dolphins over the Jets, the Buccaneers over the Falcons, the Commanders over Tennessee, the Texans over Jacksonville, the 49ers over the Panthers, the Rams over the Cowboys, the Cardinals over the Eagles, the Ravens over the Bengals, and the Chiefs over the Raiders. Does that sound about right, sir?
Yes, that is.
All right. Well, any parting shots before you go, little bro?
Sure, before I go, I just want to say congrats on 200, man.
Oh!
100 episodes, congrats.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. 200 episodes, man. The first episode I did was on Thanksgiving 2018, and 199 episodes later, here we are, and happy to have you on the show and part of the team, little bro.
Yeah, for sure. I've been enjoying it ever since. So, like your energy, man. I'm listening in every Tuesday, man.
Oh, man, God, boy, stop. Y'all flattering me. Boy, stop. Hey, man, tell the rest of the squad I said what's up, and there's a spot on here for them, too, if they want to talk some ish.
Oh, yeah, we always talking trash. So.
That's right.
Hey, one day I might pull up to the crib and watch a game together.
Hey, man, no doubt, man. Sundays, that's what I do, man. If you any Sunday that you want to come, link up, absolutely. More than welcome.
For sure. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, little bro. I'll holler at you.
No doubt.
Gone. Lil bro Keith's definitely dropping the knowledge. And anytime they want to get up, I'm down. But next up is Cudden David. What up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, when Cudden David on the phone, what time is it, bruh?
Time to go on Maury Povich and lie about this DNA result.
What the hell? Really?
I don't know, nigga. That's the right thing to do.
How you doing, bro?
Taking my time, bro. Another day as usual.
I feel you. You had a decent week. You got 7 right. I think that's your high thus far. And it could be 8 depending on the results of tonight. I believe you picked the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Let's Garoppolo find some way to muck.
No, you picked the Rams. You did. You picked the Rams.
Well, I still feel like Garoppolo find a way to muck this up.
So, okay, the Patriots, they lost to the Packers in overtime. Mac Jones didn't play, and then Hoyer got hurt, so you're down to your third-string quarterback. What was your takeaway from yesterday's game and yesterday in the NFL?
Honestly, womp womp. Goddamn Dallas is what, backup? Is that Dallas' backup? What's his boy name? Goddamn
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush. What a week he's having. What a couple of weeks he's having.
Yeah.
If somebody don't buy him a hooker and some cocaine to keep him playing the way he's playing.
What the heck?
I'm just saying, the boy's having a couple of weeks. I'm like, that cool. That's it. Just saying. Dallas might want to rethink bringing him back. Fucking the Chiefs.
Oh, man.
Patty Holmes is looking like the Pat Holmes of old.
Man, he put on a show last night.
Yeah. I can't even fade him on that. He played ball. He earned that W.
Yes, he
earned
did.
That one.
Absolutely, he did. He did his thing. Yeah, and I said this earlier. Tom Brady's 385 passing yards meant absolutely nothing to me because it was empty calories. The Chiefs were beating the shit out of him the entire game.
Fair enough.
Now, what did you think about Tua? The Tua said, did you see how the way he got?
Yeah, I watched both concussions from the days prior to the latest concussion. And they finally fired somebody, like some no-name doctor.
The independent doctor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like this. Miami, once again, should be ashamed of themselves. I'm noticing a pattern with Miami, the Dolphins, as an organization. They full of shit.
Yeah.
They so full of shit, it ain't fucking funny. Yeah, they should be ashamed of that. Either they trying to get that boy killed, or they just trying to sweep some shit under the rug because Tua's having, he balling this season. I'll give him that. He balling. but it ain't worth the boy life. It ain't worth his life, man.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think Tua should play for the rest of the year because he's had 2 concussions in 4 days, 2 concussions 4 or 5 days. You don't play with that, and that was scary. The scene when his hands locked up like that was scary.
Yeah, that looked like your brain was just going into motherfucking like reboot or trying to.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, and the first one on what was that, Thursday?
No, that was Sunday against Buffalo when he got up and he stumbled and talking about it was his back. Come on now.
Yeah, they knew better than that. And then the coach, he should be ashamed of himself because you know the signs of a concussion. And then you put him back in there and was talking about, well, I know the signs, blah, blah, this, and, well, I could have took him out, but he was cleared. Nah, that's some bullshit. Regardless if you're a first-year coach or whatever else, man, you knew better than that. You should have took him out the game then.
Absolutely.
Miami as an organization, all of them should be sat down in a 3rd grade class for remedial football coaching and doctors and be like, look, whatever y'all trying to get out that man, y'all trying to kill that dude. They should be shamed.
And Tua, to a degree, has to take some responsibility because he has to understand. I know he's trying to get the financial bag to set him and his family up for generations to come, but there is life after football.
Yeah. That's funny. Shannon Sharp has said that, and it was like, look, it's not worth it if you don't recognize your kids after that. You can't barely pee by yourself. You can't walk, and you got to relearn, your ABCs after football.
Yeah, it's not worth that.
It definitely ain't.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah, that was definitely Miami Dolphins. They failed him as an organization. They did because, like I said, they could have got him killed.
Yeah. You shouldn't be having that many headshots in that sort of time, and then everybody's just signing off. Well, somebody's to blame. You're damn right, somebody's to blame. The entire Miami Dolphins organization, yet again. It's funny how that's becoming a trend.
Isn't it? Isn't it becoming a trend? First
Yeah.
you got the Flores situation, then you got the Brady tampering situation. Now you got this.
Yeah. Only this situation right here is turning into like life and death.
Yep.
The only difference. That right there with the Brady tampering thing and the targeting and all this. I mean, that's like some, you find them, don't do it again, shame, all that. But this right here, I'm scared to see where that's going to go because that right there could get to a kill.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the sad thing. And another thing with that is like, where are the repercussions? Yeah, you fired this doctor who really ain't really had nothing to do with it. He's probably the one who got a big-ass check from the NFL to get Tua back on the field.
Well, no, if not from the NFL, definitely a big-ass check from the Miami Dolphins.
Correct. Just to clear Tua to go back out there and play. But that should have been the Players Association who should have been stepped in there. The NFL themselves should have stepped in and said, all right, we don't think he's good.
Yeah, I think if the NFL really cares about player safety, I think they should demand that Tua's season be over.
Right. Anything less than probably his career.
I mean, I don't think Tua should play again until 2023 because that's serious. I mean, like I said, like I was just telling Sean, the worst thing that could have happened was the fact that was the only game on television. Everybody saw that shit.
Yeah. That's back in the center field. Like, he right there and then got slapped dead in the middle of the field. Like, you can't not see that.
Nobody can unsee that.
Yeah. Like, that was worse than, who was that? Alex Smith, when he got his leg down there taking off.
Well, that's like, because
right.
I mean, literally, this motherfucker literally damn near had to have his leg amputated. I mean, that's not messing with your head, but goodness gracious, I mean,
but it's almost as serious.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it was just pushed under the rug, and it was like, nah, he's good to go. It's a back injury. Then they turned around and said, oh no, we made a mistake. It wasn't a back injury.
You think? Like, you think?
Maybe.
I mean, for real.
It was like, oh, he wasn't holding his back. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You saw him stumbling around.
Exactly.
I'm no doctor or nothing, but that might be a concussion. Y'all might want to get him out there.
Right. 100%. So let's get to these picks, homie. Okay. We'll start off with Thursday night's game. The Colts at my Broncos.
Good. Oh, two teams who are playing like suckage.
Damn.
Broncos.
Okay. Yeah, we caught that fade in Vegas yesterday. We did.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Goodness gracious, man. Pittsburgh should be goddamn ashamed of themselves. God damn it. Look it up. I'm not going to harp on this too much, but Pittsburgh, as a city, as an organization, Mike Tomlin, bruh. You got to do better, fam. You got to do better.
Yeah, you lost to the Jets.
The Jets. Man, you need to. He could have lost so many things that day. He could have lost his parking space up front. He could have lost to an old lady playing bingo. He could have lost to his kids playing Connect 4. Don't lose to the Jets. Don't lose to the Jets.
Hey, you stupid.
Don't lose to the Jets, Brad. Damn it. All right, what we got? Pittsburgh and who?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. There's no more faith in Pittsburgh this season. They talking about a rebuilding season. They need to rebuild the building. That's what they need to do. Just stop it. All right, moving on. I'm done with that one. That shit makes my head hurt.
Well, the 3-1 New York Giants play the 3-1 Green Bay Packers in London, England.
Overseas in old Bricktown, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Rodgers done found his stride finally. I'm gonna give it to Ron Rodgers.
Okay. Next game, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, Chicago at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Next, Detroit at your New England Patriots.
Detroit. Mac Jones hurt. I just don't see Belichick putting together a winning formula right now with just so much. Now, granted, they did give the Packers a scare.
Yeah.
Yeah, in overtime, the Packers had to win that. That's hats off to Belichick for still being Belichick.
Well, his players are always going to be prepared. It's just, do you have the talent to do something with it?
And I don't think he's got the talent this season to pull another one out of his ass. I really don't. So I'm going to get at the Chicago.
Okay. Well, the 2-2 Seattle Seahawks at the 2-2 New York Jets. No, I'm sorry. I'm loud and wrong. The 2-2 Seattle Seahawks at the 1-3 New Orleans Saints.
Anybody but the 2-2. Give it to the 2-2. The fucking
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Why not?
Geno Smith and company.
Why not?
Now the 3-1 Miami Dolphins at the 2-2 New York Football Jets.
Oh man, Tua playing that game?
Dave, you know good and goddamn what, man, please.
I mean, look, remember, Roethlisberger had a concussion in the first quarter and was back in the third. I mean, there might be some fuckery going on. He might be back.
Teddy Bridgewater, they've already ruled him out for this game, and I'm like, you think? Teddy Bridgewater will be starting for the Dolphins.
And from what I've seen at Bridgewater, it's like, man.
Well, to me, Bridgewater actually played very well when he got in the game against the Bengals. He played he played really, really well.
Bridgewater's a good role player. I'll give him that. He shows moments of genius at times. God damn it. I feel comfortable with Tua. Bridgewater's like on and off. Fuck it. Miami. Why not?
All right. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. This game is for first place in that division.
Correct. Atlanta versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Can't doubt Mr. Brady. And he just suffered a loss too. You know he mad.
Yeah, he need to go home and be with his wife. That's what he need to do.
He can't do that till he get his get back.
Yeah, okay.
He can't do that till he get his get back.
Well, it's one thing Brady does know how to do is beat the Falcons.
Right. that formula is already he's already got that down pat.
Right, he does. Next game, Tennessee at Washington.
Tennessee. Now they should have beat the damn Cowboys. I'm equally as disappointed in them if they actually had a decent football team name. The Commander. What the hell are they commanding? Behind these L's.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Houston at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Okay. San Francisco at Carolina.
This was a little early because I wanted to see how they play in the ninth, but I'm gonna go ahead and say San Fran.
Okay. Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams.
Goddamn it. I want to say the Rams, but this white boy right here, he got some talent and ain't thrown a pick yet.
Well, he threw 2 picks yesterday, both negated by penalty, unfortunately, but yeah.
He ain't thrown a pick yet. Can the Rams offset that momentum? I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to say Dallas.
Okay, all right. Next game, Philadelphia at Arizona.
Philly.
Bird Gang. Sunday night game, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
All right, and next Monday night, the Raiders at the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Come on now, Patty Mahomes is handing out ass slappage.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he back.
All right, well, David's picks are as follows. He has the Broncos, the Bills, the Packers, the Chargers, Minnesota, Detroit over New England, Seattle over New Orleans, Miami, Tampa Bay, Tennessee over Washington, Jacksonville over Houston, San Francisco over Carolina, Dallas over the Rams, the Eagles over the Cardinals, Baltimore over the Bengals, and the Chiefs over the Raiders. Does that sound about right, sir?
Sounds about good, huh?
Well, listen, I just want to say I appreciate you coming on and talking with my crazy ass throughout all of these episodes. And this is episode number 200.
200, that's another milestone. You made 100, now you got 200. Keep it going, fam.
Hey, man, I'm going to try, bro. I'm going to try.
These streets need to hear from you.
Hey, man, absolutely. Absolutely. Any pardon shots, my guy?
Hey, man. Stop. The Dolphins need to be ashamed. Trying to get Tua killed. The Dallas Cowboys still suck. But they don't need to bench Dak yet. Still, but there's light at the end of the tunnel for you diehard Dallas Cowboy fans. You're not going to the Super Bowl. Right. I swear if I see another Dallas Cowboy, we got Cooper Rush, we going to the Super Bowl. Dak's the guy. Shut up. You're just in a better spot than y'all were for many a season. And, birth control is still a thing, folks. But yeah, bro. Yeah, let me get up out of here. Ain't gonna miss us.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Man, take your time.
Yes, sir.
Later.
I swear, that fool never lets me down. He really doesn't. And speaking of never letting me down, Big C, Calvin, what up, bro?
What's up, man? What's up? What's going on?
You know what's up. You know what it is.
I know, man. I've been dreading this call all day.
Well, guess what, Big C? Today, this is my 200th episode, and happy to have you be a part of it.
Oh, word? All right, congratulations, man.
Hey, appreciate it. But you've been dreading this call, huh? Why would you be dreading this call today, sir?
They say the internet's forever. You know what I'm saying? This could be, somebody be listening to this podcast, might be listening to this podcast 100 years from now, and be like, that show was pretty good, but that Calvin dude, he couldn't pick shit. Hey, I was trying to be wrong on purpose, and I was still wrong.
Well, sir, how's your day going today, sir? Just out of curiosity.
I'm chilling. My first day back at work
Okay.
after my vacation. I hate it. I should have stayed with the fuck I was at.
Well, sir, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, you watched Patrick Mahomes put on a show last night.
He did show his whole yellow ass on us last night. Once we, you know what I'm saying? That fumble really, I'm not saying they wouldn't have won after them. I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm not saying, there's no excuse for the shit. You know what I'm saying? They beat the shit out of us. But, you know, turnovers played a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't turn the ball over unless a nigga make you turn the ball over. So,
Right.
it is what it was. That was good. I mean, it was a good game. We showed up at the third quarter, the third quarter, third game in a row.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that is true.
I had turned it off and and started watching the Law and Order, the new Law and Order, and all of them jumping together. I was like, damn, they got Stable, they got everybody on this bitch. Then I turned on Twitter next morning, and we was on, and it's sad when you're excited, like, damn, we look good. We only lost by 10.
Hey, man, yeah, Patrick Mahomes was on another level last night. And if you look at it statistically, he didn't even throw for 300 yards. Brady threw for damn near 400, but that's empty calories, bro. Kansas City was, like you said, they was beating the shit out of y'all.
They was beating the shit out of us with no break, all gas, no break. But one thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, okay, everybody else offense is on game 4 or whatever. We were on game 2.
That's what Denver's on. Denver is on game 2. Matter of fact, we might be on that might be game 1 for us.
We on game 2. If everybody stayed, you know what I'm saying? I was, you know, we got to a point that I was like, we got our ass beat, but ain't nobody get hurt.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, what was your take about the week as a whole?
Well, number one, what stands out is, to me, the cover up. They covered that shit up real quick. That whole Tua thing.
Oh yeah, Tua. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they covered that shit up quick. They was like, it's him. This unaffiliated neurologist, like, well, how he's unaffiliated and he's down there checking out star players? He got to be affiliated with y'all in some way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. That's what's up. Well, other than that,
what about Baltimore versus Buffalo?
hey, that game was crazy. Me and my homeboy at work was just talking about that nigga Josh Allen, man. He like if Patrick Mahomes is like Aaron Rodgers 2.0, he's definitely Big Ben 2.0, but a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Baltimore cannot hold a lead at home.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know what Lamar Jackson, what he can do. He might got to go tackle somebody the way they playing.
I mean, really. Like, I thought that game was in the bag. I really did. And then next thing I know, I look up, I'm like, wait a minute, the game is tied? It's tied at 20?
But you know what? I would say this to Lamar Jackson. If your defense is not appreciating you and holding these leads you building, and your front office ain't appreciating you and giving you the contract you deserve, just hold on, baby. Come to Tampa. Come to Tampa. We know how to make a star quarterback. We know how to treat star quarterback. Just come on. He ain't got to sign nothing. Don't fucking people. Just honor your contract and move on. We got you.
You heard that, Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin says, come to Tampa.
And it's your fucking fault because when you was like, remember back then, you like, yeah, you gonna get Brady. Y'all get Tom Brady. Nigga, I was talking. I'm like, shut up.
I told you.
Yeah. Like, hush, Brady. And he's like, yeah, y'all going to Super Bowl. Like, all right, now I'm ready to hang up on you.
I did.
Brandon really tripping now.
I did. I actually I have that. I got to remember which episode it was, but it was on a podcast. Yes,
Yeah,
I did. I did. I told Calvin right after he decided his contract was up in New England. I said he's coming to y'all.
And I was like, shut up, nigga. You don't listen to my phone.
Yeah, he really did. He said he didn't. He said he ain't want Tom Brady. He said he ain't want this version of Tom Brady. You see how quickly that shit changed after the 2020 season, right?
That shit didn't change until we got to see the fucking Redskins in the first game to play. I still just wait. I mean, think about it, man. They had let me down for so. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like a Cowboy fan, but was like in but knew what reality was. I like, man. You know what I'm saying? Until we got to Washington, I thought, we might can beat them people.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all are 2-2 right now, and y'all have a huge game Sunday and for first place in the division.
Who was that? Oh, I thought we played the Rams next.
No, y'all play the Falcons, and the Falcons are 2-2 also, sir.
Oh, all right. Well, that's gonna be our saving grace, our weak division.
Yeah, because the Saints have really let me down so far.
Yeah, I know, man.
I mean, I know you hate them with a passion, and I understand.
No, not no more. I used to hate them because of Drew Brees. I used to hate everybody, but I don't now. Because of Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a stank us. Matt Ryan. I mean, not like Matt Ryan and them. I didn't really like generally dislike them. It was a general dislike, competitive, but Drew Brees them used to. I mean, because every time you showed the Drew Brees highlight, it was against Tampa. Like, damn, he played other teams too. It was like for a minute, like every highlight of somebody back had a clip of running over us when we had them little dumbass uniforms.
Oh yeah.
Little dunks with it. And I remember I told you, I said, I can see why we losing. We ugly. Like, who the Remember I told you, that's when we had Doug Martin and all that?
Yeah. And Josh Freeman as your quarterback.
Hey, that was my boy right there.
We went 10-6 one year. I want to say it was 2012, 2013.
And
it was 10-6.
We had like I feel like we had like a Super Bowl hangover, but didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we was talented. Like, we had like, you know what I'm saying? Like, had some niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Talent level, y'all was right there. I mean, I know Mike Evans was like a pup. Mike Evans was like either a rookie or his first season.
Before him, this was around the time
Vincent Jackson.
He was putting that the way. Okay, Vincent Jackson, all that other, right around that time. And then Greg, after that little Super Bowl hangover that we never went to, they bring us Greg Schiano, and everybody he released went on to win or play in a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We had Garrett Blunt, we had Darrell Reeves,
Yep.
we had Michael Bennett.
Yep.
We had some shit. Like, he just said, okay, fuck it. And then he just left like, I'm done.
Yep.
He fucked the team. He fucked that team up.
Yep. He sure did. So let's get your picks, big homie. Let's start off with the Thursday night game between the Indianapolis Colts and my Denver Broncos.
Can I do auto pick like they do on it? No, I'm joking.
I'm fucking weak. What the hell?
Nah, man. Every time I pick Indianapolis, they don't do nothing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with, not because you're on the phone. I'm gonna go with them.
No, go with Indianapolis. Since every time you pick them, they don't do nothing. Pick them again.
I don't want to do nothing. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna pick Indianapolis.
No, it's okay. If pick who you really want to pick. Don't let me persuade you.
No, I'm gonna pick Indianapolis.
You sure now?
Yeah.
Because this was everybody had a strong week, bro. You got 7 right. You can still get 8 depending on.
Get the fuck out of here! I ain't got no fucking 8-7 right.
You did. I'll name them off to you. Let me see. What did you get right?
Man,
you were right about Cincinnati. You were right about Minnesota. You picked Dallas right. the Chargers, the Cardinals, the Packers, and the Raiders.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. But I take it every. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I just knew my shit was fucked.
No, this was a strong week for everybody.
Oh, okay.
So you still rolling with the Colts?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay, you're gonna start off the week wrong, bro. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Next game, Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Oh man, Buffalo.
Man, David said the goddamn Steelers as an organization and a town should be ashamed of themselves. They lost to the Jets.
Hey, I like when they got them. I like when Stephen A. Smith going there and he had like the funeral music in the background. You hear me? When you talking about them?
Yeah.
That's what you need on this. You need to use some funeral music.
I do have actually some sad violin music that I could throw. Like when I was talking to Tony and he was crying about the Cowboys, I put the sad violin music in the background.
Oh, did he hear it?
Oh, when I sent him the podcast, of course he did, bro. Oh my goodness! Like I did it last year, like because the week before, in the last week of the season, when we found out who the playoff matchups were going to be, and he was going on about how they was going to beat the 49ers, blah blah blah. And all I told him was, I said, man, I can't wait till next season when y'all season is over. I said I can't wait till next week when y'all season is over. And sure enough, when the Niners beat them, and he was, and he was just airing out his grievances. Oh, I had that sad background music in there. I damn sure did.
You gotta watch that cat because he's not your average Cowboy fan. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You gotta watch him because he not like them other ones. He know what the fuck. Sometimes he's amazing. He know what he's talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, like some of them like the stars, some of them don't like the team. They just like the star. He like football. He like the team. I get you. I don't categorize him like the rest of them.
Yeah, but you know what? He's getting. I'm housing him like I'm housing everybody else with these picks. Ha, ha.
Oh.
Now see, here's the thing about it. Tony's probably not gonna pick against the Cowboys once. I guarantee he's probably not going. He's probably gonna pick them to win all 17 games. That's where his mistake is. Because even I'm not gonna pick Denver to win every game.
Yeah.
But anyway, next game, the Giants versus the Packers. That game is in London, England.
I'm going with Green Bay. The Giants ain't got no quarterback.
Daniel Jones will be there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He got hurt, went out, and came back.
Am I thinking about Matt Jones?
Yeah, you thinking about Mac Jones.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm still not going with the niggas, though.
Hey, Saquon Barkley is back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Anywho.
Next game. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
If I was to pick the Chargers, they would lose terribly. I'm going to go with Cleveland.
Okay. That's a tricky game, too, to pick.
Yeah.
Chicago versus the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, Minnesota.
Okay. Detroit at New England.
New England.
All right.
No. They the ones that ain't got the quarterback.
No, they don't.
Detroit.
Okay.
And you weren't gonna say nothing either. You're
What? We literally just talked about that. How do you forget that fast? I said, okay, then they know they don't have a quarterback, but Detroit also don't have a defense.
Yeah, well, you don't need one if they ain't got a quarterback.
That's true. Seattle at New Orleans.
Seattle.
Everybody's lost all faith in the Saints. Damn. Miami at the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets.
Okay, upset special. I love it. Battle for first place in the NFC South, huh?
Because Tua, he damn sure he may not play the rest of the year.
I don't think he should, to be honest with you. I don't think he should play the rest of the year. He really shouldn't. That was scary, bro.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up. They playing that boy life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Next game, you said what?
None, go ahead.
Battle for first place in the NFC South, the Falcons at the Bucks.
I'm going with us.
Yeah, Tom Brady is...
One thing about it, I know I said Drew Brees spanked us, but Tom Brady always spanked the Falcons.
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that. There's one thing Tom Brady knows how to do is beat the Falcons. Of course, though, it could be he just knows how to beat Matt Ryan. But we'll see.
What? No. Well, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
You're right.
Next game, the Titans at the Commanders.
Oh, I'm going with anybody playing the Redskins.
He ain't even called them the Commanders. He's still with the Redskins.
Nah, they the Redskins. Same shit, different color. They still... Because it's like, what the fuck wrong with that dude, man?
I don't know. The only thing that I'm going to say positive about Washington is those uniforms yesterday were pretty dope.
Yeah, but this ain't Carson Wentz, man. He's like, this fuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like he went off he went off the cliff and he's still young. That's the sad part.
Yeah, man, but it's like oh man, is it the blocking or what? Like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know because they have good players in Washington.
I mean, but yeah, are they on the offensive line?
Well, I mean, they have consistently had high draft picks, so I mean, they put everything to the defensive line, but okay.
Yeah. You know what they need? They need a new way of doing shit. Cause they always, my whole adult life, they go and get these free agents at a high value, and they don't do that.
Man, that's been longer since you've been an adult. They've been doing that shit since the 90s.
For real?
Albert Hainsworth. Well, that was your adult life. But Deion Sanders, Irvin Fryer, Mark Carey, that was all in 2000.
No. That wasn't in. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. You right. You got me. Yeah, you got me. I missed. You got me. I don't know why I thought I was an adult in 2000. You're right though.
Every huge free agent they get, they ruin them. Bruce Smith. Yep. I don't know. Bruce Smith was balling with them though. He was like the one player. He was like the one player who was consistently good when he came to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was still a beast. But I mean, again, he's damn near 40 years old, and you overpaid him. I mean, he earned his money. But all the rest of them, Deion quit after 1 year. Mark Carrier quit after 1 year. You know, Albert Hainsworth, he was just horrible when they signed him.
You ever know, except for when he was with like the 49ers and he had to go against like Michael Irvin. It seemed like every time Deion would have to go up against, especially after he got with Dallas, every time he had to go up against somebody who was going, Mike can do something with him, he always had an injury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why the first time he went up against Randy Moss, I was really interested. And people started attacking him more because the first time he went up against Marvin Harrison smoked his ass.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. 1999, Marvin Harrison. I mean, that was the only touchdown he gave up that year. Let's see. Next game, Houston at Jacksonville.
I'll go with Jacksonville.
Okay. San Francisco at Carolina.
If Jimmy Garoppolo don't get hurt tonight, I'm going.
Right. You never know. The Cowboys at the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
I know they got one job. That's it. I hope Aaron Donald pancakes Cooper Rush. Philadelphia at Arizona.
I'm going Arizona.
Okay. Sunday Night Football, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
I'm going. Shit, I don't know because either one of them can win it, but both of them can just give it away. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I gotta go with them.
All right, and next Monday Night Football, the Raiders at the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, Kansas City. I mean, that was Patrick Mahomes was virtuoso last night. But Calvin's picks are as follows. He has the Colts, the Bills, the Packers, the Browns, the Vikings, the Lions, the Seahawks, the Jets, the Buccaneers, the Titans, Jacksonville over Houston, San Francisco over Baker Mayfield, the Rams over the Cowboys, Arizona over Philly, the Bengals over the Ravens, and the Chiefs over the Raiders. Does that sound about right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Well, how's it feel to be back at work?
Oh, man, I couldn't wait to get out there.
Well, any pardon shots for you, my guy?
No, not at this time.
Not at this time? Okay.
Yeah.
No question. I'm trying to wait for another big fight to be signed so I can have another fight party.
Yeah, see, the dude Vesta used to tell me, he tell me about every fight. I don't care if it's big, small, it's in the app. Anybody's fighting somebody, he comes to. But he don't work in there. He don't work where I work no more. Well, we work in the same place, but he work in a different spot.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, "Yeah, man, it's a fight tonight. But okay. I ain't seen him in a minute. You said you waiting on one, or you wait?
I'm waiting on one. Like, I mean, every time I think Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is about to, they've agreed to terms, but the fight was supposed to be November 18th, but now because they having contract disputes, now it might not be till December or January. Whatever,
Oh, man.
whatever. I'm not gonna fire stick that one. I'm gonna pay for that one.
You said what?
I said I'm not gonna fire stick that fight. I'm gonna pay for that bitch whenever it happens.
You was a 5'6" king at one point.
No, shit. I just got put onto that fire stick this year. You know how much money that's saving me?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm in pay-per-view king.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bruh. Yeah. Yeah, bruh. Oh, shit. I hope the feds ain't listening. Anyway.
Am I on the same? Hold on. Hold on. Am I on the right street? All right.
But anyway, you go ahead, bro. I'm going to get at you.
All right, man.
And thank you again for being on the episode with me for episode number 200. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right?
All right.
Later. Big C in the motherfucking house. Yeah. Keeping it moving. Right on to my predictions. Okay, now it's my turn to give my thoughts, my picks. I'm still in control. I'm still in the lead. Okay, but I had a respectable week, and of course, if San Francisco wins tonight, I'll have 10. But I didn't win the week this week, but overall, I'm still doing my thing. So we'll start off with Thursday Night Football. My Broncos better beat the Colts. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, we better win. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Yeah, this is going to be a long season for Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Bills. The Giants and the Packers. Interesting. 2-3-1 teams in London, neutral field. So, nobody has any real type of home field advantage. But I think Aaron Rodgers is getting it together with those receivers. And Dobbs is going to be a beast. I'm picking the Packers. The Chargers in Cleveland are tricky. I don't know if Myles Garrett is going to play because of the car accident that he was in. I don't know if Clowney's going to play. Cleveland, for all intents and purposes, should be no less than 3-1. Jacoby Brissett is playing well, but the Chargers, they're 2-2. They have a bunch of injuries themselves. Austin Eckler finally showed up to the party. Got his first couple rushing touchdowns. Gee whiz, who to pick in this game? I'm serious. I'm going to begrudgingly pick the Los Angeles Chargers. Begrudgingly. Chicago versus Minnesota. Detroit versus New England. I'm getting about tired of picking Detroit and they not getting it done. But New England, They are having quarterback issues now, so I'm going to go with the Lions. Seattle at New Orleans. Nobody has any faith in the Saints no more, but I'm going to pick New Orleans to win this game. Miami at the Jets. 3-1 versus 2-2. Who knew? I'm going to go with Teddy Bridgewater and the Miami Dolphins. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. First place on the line. If there's one thing that Tom Brady knows how to do, he knows how to beat the Falcons. I'm going with the Buccaneers. Tennessee versus Washington. Washington is slowly beginning to turn into a hot mess. I'm going with the Titans, who are picking up some steam. They've won 2 straight. Excuse me. Houston at Jacksonville. I'm going to take the Jags to win that game and improve to 3-2. San Francisco versus Carolina. Another tricky game because Carolina does have a good defense, but man, their offense looks bad. I'm going to go with the 49ers. The Cowboys at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Defending champs need to play like defending champs. Plus, I think they're going to lose tonight, so they'll be wanting to bounce back. Philadelphia at the Arizona Cardinals. You know, I hear what Keith was saying about not picking his team every week, but I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I like Bird Gang. I like the Eagles to fly. Eagles fly. Cincinnati and Baltimore. Cincinnati's a bad matchup for the Ravens, and people are going to start to be looking now. Not so at Lamar Jackson, but they may be starting to look at John Harbaugh if the Ravens go to 2-3, but I'm picking the Bengals to win this game. The Raiders and the Chiefs, I'm going with Chiefs. I mean, you know, until otherwise proven, they are still the class of the AFC West. As much as I would like it to be my Denver Broncos, time will have to tell. So, my picks are as follows. Denver, Buffalo, Green Bay, the Chargers, Minnesota, Detroit, New Orleans, Miami, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Jacksonville, San Francisco, the Los Angeles Rams, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Kansas City Chiefs. I will definitely get Tony, Aaron, and Marcus's picks. I got some dad stuff I got to do, but before we depart, I'm definitely going to bring up a milestone in baseball. I'm a New York Yankees fan, even though baseball makes me sick to my stomach with its hypocritical bullshit. But Aaron Judge did hit his 61st home run, tying the mark by Lou Gehrig for the most home runs in American League history. I'm not going to be one of these people who are like, well, that's the real home run record. No, it isn't. The real home run record is held by Barry Bonds, okay, period. I don't want to hear shit about, well, steroids and he cheated and blah, blah, blah. Players have been cheating in baseball forever. And I'm talking about over a century. If you don't want to acknowledge Barry Bonds as the home run king because you say he juiced, then how about let's not acknowledge the cheating ass 2017 Houston Astros? Then we'll get somewhere. We shouldn't acknowledge them as world champions because them as a team and organization cheated. But we still acknowledge those bitches. Excuse my language, but nah, bruh. Barry Bonds is the home run king. Single season and all time. Get over it. Okay, get over it with the hypocritical baseball nonsense. But shout out to Aaron Judge. He finna get that bag when the season is over with. And the NBA preseason has started. The season will be starting, obviously, in a couple of weeks. Oh, what a time for sports. Love the fall. Absolutely love the fall. I mean, we're about to have football. Well, we already have football now in full swing. The NBA is about to kick off. College football as well. Georgia survived the scare against Missouri, number 1 team in the country. I wonder if Alabama jumped them as the new number 1 in the nation. And also the Major League Baseball playoffs. Like, what a time. October is like such a dope month for sports. I do pay attention to the MLB playoffs. I don't pay attention to much else about baseball during the season because there's so many games. I watch the All-Star game, maybe tune into a couple of Yankee games, but now that the playoffs are about to be in full swing, I'm going to watch baseball. Just what I get tired of is the baseball aficionados hitting me with the bullshit about, well, this record isn't this and this record isn't that because said player cheated. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. Honestly. Get out of here because people have been cheating in the sport of baseball forever. I guess maybe that's why everybody is so obsessed and enamored with Aaron Judge because, for one, he shouldn't need the juice. He's 6'7", 285 pounds. He looks like a goddamn lumberjack. and that's what he's been doing to the baseball all season in a contract year. Again, get your bag, bro, and the Yankees bet not lose him. They bet not lose him to the goddamn Mets either. I'm telling you, Steinbrenner, pull out your checkbook and get ready to pay this man. Aaron Judge fitting to break the bank because he's earned the bank. He's earned that bag, and I am happy for him. But this is what I want to see from you, Mr. Judge, and the rest of these New York Yankees. I'm going to need to see y'all win that World Series. We haven't gotten a World Series since 2009. That was 13 long years ago. I think it is time. I ain't even had no damn kid. The last time the Yankees won a World Series, I ain't had no damn children. Ain't that something? So yes, it is past time. So bring it home, fellas. That's all I'm going to say. And with that being said, where the buzzer, where the buzzer, where the buzzer. Oh my goodness, 200 episodes in, and guess what, people? I am just getting started, but I would definitely like to send shout outs to any and everybody who has ever been on my show. I'm talking about Sean, Tony, David, Calvin, Keese, my Aunt Lisa. You know, I have had some folks on this show, and like I said, I would definitely welcome anybody else who wants to come talk on the show. It is what it is what it is. It's fun. I've told you guys this before. It's really an outlet for me, and also I can vent when I need to, and ain't nobody sponsored me, so I can say whatever the hell I want, when the hell I want, and how the hell I want. But it can be a stress relief. It can be an outlet. It's something that's really cool. Shout out to my former coworkers at TP who gave me, who finally put in my ear, yo, B, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to start. You're so good at sports. You talk sports all the time. Why don't you do a podcast? And here we go. Almost 4 years later, 200 episodes in. Again, I'm just getting started, baby. All right. So definitely hit that subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family. And let me tell y'all something. I'm just appreciative. I'm appreciative to be able to do this. I'm appreciative to anybody who listens and supports me. If I can inspire one person to do good with just listening to my voice, just listening to me talk, then I am so satisfied. Again, hit that subscription button, become part of the Sports Plus Life family. I put a new playlist up there on Friday. It's a hip hop playlist. And now I did a new playlist called Strictly Love too, but YouTube wanted to block that head ass in that one. But that one was made for a purpose, okay? It was definitely made for a purpose. I'm telling you, there's an inner glow about me right now, and that inner glow is it is so needed and so necessary. So it's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. I'm out this bitch. Peace, and I love you. 200 strong. Let's go for another 200.